Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years. And I wanted to talk today a little bit about something that someone said to me yesterday or the day before. They said, Cameron, how are you comfortable with that much debt? So I've got over $1 million in loans that I owe to banks. How am I comfortable with that? Well, if I focused every day, well, first of all, let me back up here. So my strategy doesn't have to be your strategy, just one that works for me, is leverage until I get the number of properties I want and get the cash flow coming in I want. And then I'll either start paying everything off and then your cash flow goes through the roof. And then, you start doing 1031 exchanges, things like that, doing portfolio loans, what have you. But the goal was to leverage to grow and be able to grow as fast as I can. And some people say that's wrong, whatever, don't care. Some people agree with me, some people don't. It is what it is, but this is my strategy. You don't have to listen to it, you don't have to like it. But this is why, I'll tell you, this is why I'm comfortable with $1 million in loans, in debt, over $1 million. But that's the part of the strategy. So I laid out this framework and I said, okay, how do I get where I want to go? This is the strategy. So this is a piece of that strategy that's going to help me get to where I want to go. We all, if you're taking a road trip or going somewhere and you hate the drive because you're stuck in the back seat with your little niece, and not that I'm speaking from experience here, but something like that, and it irritates you to death, but at the end you're getting to where you want to go, to the place you're trying to get. And that's kind of what I look at it as. I hated debt. I hate debt. I hated when I had a car loan and it was at 1.9%, but I knew I could earn a lot more than 1.9, so I would never paid it off until recently. But I hate debt. But when you look at it in the context, would I be comfortable if I had $1 million in loans and no assets? Absolutely not. But am I comfortable with $1 million loans and over $1 million in assets? Absolutely. And am I comfortable with $1 million in loans if I know that it's taken me where I need to go? Would you be comfortable with $1 million in loans if you knew that it was getting you where you wanted to go on your path to reach your goal? So, to back up, how am I comfortable with it? I know that this is the part of the process. And the process is going to take me where I want to go. If I focused every day and thought about every night, how much, I got $1,100,222 in debt. That's a lot. If I focused on that every night, if I put my attention on it, yes, I would probably get anxious. But when I sit there and go to bed at night and think, man, I'm one house closer to my goal, or I'm getting there, things are moving, the process is working, I don't get worried. Now, to back up even further, is that the right strategy for you? If you're more conservative, now I consider myself a very conservative investor. I mitigate risk as much as I possibly can. But if you're even more conservative than that and that debt would just eat you alive, use a different strategy. Begin with the end in mind. Where do I want to go? Where am I today? How do I connect the two? What strategy can I use through books, bigger pockets, whatever you want to find to get the strategy? Whoever said it, whatever it is, lay out a strategy or a process and follow that process until you're where you need to be. Follow the proven process. This goes back to video I have on modeling. Go watch that. You copy exactly what somebody else is doing. If they do XYZ in a process to get to this final piece, do the exact same thing. It's how McDonald's gets the hamburger the same way no matter where you go in any restaurant. Follow the process. And this, to me, my debt is a part of the process. Would I prefer to have no debt? Absolutely. But I know it's part of the process, so I'm fine with it. Are you, after you lift, does it suck to have really sore arms and legs? When you walk down the stairs after leg day and you're dying? Yeah, it sucks, but it's part of the process. You don't get, you're like, you ache and complain about it, but you're okay with it because you know it's part of the process. Same thing. Look at debt that way. Instead of looking at it with these blinders on of this debt is terrible, all these zeros are just horrendous, I got to make these monthly payments. But when you look at it as a process and you actually step back and focus on the strategy, you'll see that it's a cog in the wheel to success. Hope this helped. Again, let me know if you agree, disagree, if it helped you, if it didn't help you. If you found it valuable, share it with somebody. I'm trying to give back through doing this. I'm not doing this for myself or just to hear myself talk. Yeah. If you have any other questions, let me know. You guys can call me, email me, just write a response below. I'm here doing this for you guys. See you next week. Thanks.